beginning of the creation, Lord expanded himself in the form of the Purusha incarnation, accompanied by all the ingredients of material creation. First, he created the 16 principal energies suitable for creation. This was for the purpose of manifesting the material universes. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. This is a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto. The commentary of Madhva and Srimad Bhagavatam mentions that the following 16 spiritual energies are present in the spiritual world. Number 1, Sri. 2, Bhu, Leela, Kanti, Kirti, Tusti, Gihi, Pusti, Satyaha, Jnana, Jnana, Jaya, Utkarshinihi, Bimalaha, Jogmaya, Prauhi, Isana, and Anugraha. 16. In his commentary on Lagu Bhagavatamrita, Sri Baladev Bhushanam has said that the above energies are also known by 9 names. Those are Bimala, Utkarshini, Jnana, Kriya, Yoga, Prauhi, Satyaha, Isana, and Anugraha. In the Bhagavat Sandarbha of Srila Jiva Goswami, verse 117, they are described as Sri, Pusti, Gihi, Kanti, Kirti, Tusti, Ila, Jaya, Vidya, Vidya, Maya, Sambit, Sandhini, Ladini, Bhakti, Murti, Vimala, Yoga, Prahi, Isana, Anugraha, etc. All these energies act in different spheres of the Lord's supremacy. Paramaradha Gurudev, Sri Srimad Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Maharaja Bhasya, Tatparvati Swara. Jadyapi sarvasrayati ho, tati sansaro, jadyapi sarvasrayati ho. Antaratma rupeti ho, jagato adharo. Prakriti sahite taro, uboyo samando. Prakriti sahite taro, uboyo samando. Tathapi prakriti so, nahi sparsando. Tathapi यद्यपि सर्वाश्रयती हूँ कहते संसार, अंतरात्मा रूपेती हूँ जगत आधार. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Although the Lord is the shelter of everything, and although all the universes rest in Him, He, as the super soul, is also the support of everything. Although He is thus connected with the material energy in 2 ways, He does not have the slightest contact with it. In the Lagu Bhagavatamrita, Srila Rupa Goswami, commenting upon the Lord's transcendental position beyond the material qualities, says that Vishnu as the controller and superintendent of mental nature, has a connection with the material qualities. That connection is called yoga. However, the person who directs a prison is not also a prisoner. Similarly, although the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vishnu directs or supervises the qualities of nature, he has no connection with the material modes of nature. The expansions of Lord Vishnu always retain their supremacy. They are never connected with material qualities. One may argue that Mahavishnu cannot have any connection with material qualities, because if he were so connected, Srimad Bhagavatam would not state that material nature are entities to become averse to the Supreme Lord, remains behind the Lord in shyness. In answer to this argument, it may be said that the word guna means regulation. Lord Vishnu, Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva are situated within this universe as the directors of three modes, and their connection with the modes is known as yoga. This doesn't indicate, however, that these personalities are bound by the qualities of nature. Lord Vishnu specifically is always the controller of the three qualities. There is no question of his coming under their control. Although the causal and elements supplying features exist in material nature by dint of the glance of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord is never affected by glancing about the material qualities. By the will of the Supreme Lord, different qualitative changes in the material world take place, but there is no possibility of material affection, change or contamination for Lord Vishnu. That we read the verses in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Lila chapter 5. Srila Kaviraj Goswami speaks about the creation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead creates this material manifestation, and how first he created the 16 principal energies suitable for creation. And those 16 energies are given in the purport of Srila Prabhupada, how Srimad Bhagavatam gives, and how Sri Baladev Vidyabhushanam, giving commentary on Laghu Bhagavatamrita, gives 9 names, how Jiva Goswami in his Bhagavad Sandarbha describes those energies. Then Srila Kaviraj Goswami says that although the Lord is the shelter of everything, and although all the universes rest in Him, as the super soul, He is also the support of everything. Although He is thus connected with the material energy in 2 ways, He doesn't have the slightest contact with it. This is very, very confidential truth, spiritual tattva. This could be understood only by the devotees whose hearts have been cleansed by chanting the holy name of the Lord under the guidance of a bona fide spiritual master. Otherwise, this couldn't be understood. however great a person may be, learned or Pandit or scholar may be, or however great philosopher one may be here in this material world, however great scientist one may be, he cannot understand all these things. How is it possible that although Supreme Lord is connected with the material knowledge in two ways, it doesn't have the slightest contact with it. He cannot understand it. But the devotees, those who come under to disciplic, bona fide disciplic succession, those who have accepted bona fide spiritual master and are chanting the holy name of the Lord under the guidance of that spiritual master, they can understand it because they are free from material contamination. Otherwise, this cannot be understood. Therefore, all the Vaishnava acharyas and the authorities, the spiritual authorities, Vaishnava authorities, they say that the Lord is always the Supreme Lord in all spheres, in all positions of this material world. Though he is above the material world, he is Satchidananda, still he acts here. How Mahapurush or Mahavishnu advances of the material energy and agitates him, or thereby material creation takes place. But he is not connected with the material nature. He is never affected by material changes here in this material world. Therefore, all the acharyas say that Supreme Lord couldn't be understood, and his activity also couldn't be understood by the mundane pandits or scholars or philosophers. They say those who depend on the material senses and the knowledge acquired from material senses, they cannot understand this. The conditioned souls, those are under the control of the Maya, or material nature, they only know about the material body and material senses. They want their sense gratification to give pleasure to their senses. And they think that if the Supreme Lord cannot be understood or seen through our material eyes or material senses, then that Supreme Lord is not at all there. He has no existence. They say so. Whatever we can accept, we can understand, we can know through our senses, that may be law, or we accept it may be law. But Those who are pure devotees, they say that Supreme Lord is always transcendental, Sachidananda. He cannot be understood through material senses. There are some atheistic sampradaya, Gnostic sampradaya, atheistic community, they say that which is not accepted or understood through the indriyas or senses cannot be said as vastu. You know vastu? Mad. What we say in English? Vastu. Vastu means, in English we may say matter or object. But vastu is Sanskrit word. The Supreme Lord is the real vastav vastu. In Srimad Bhagavatam this has been stated. Dharma prajita kaitavatra parama nirmasran satam vidyam. Isn't it? Vastav vastu sivadam. That verse says, Vastav vastu sivadam. That Supreme Lord is the real vastu, Vastav vastu. And sivadam is all auspicious. But these materially conditioned people, and those who depend on the senses, material senses, they say that when that Supreme Lord cannot be understood through our material senses, that is not vastu at all. They say so. So they say, there go, that there is no existence of the Lord. We cannot understand, we cannot see, we cannot feel also through our senses. It cannot be felt through the material senses. How can it exist here? This is. There are some community, they are Sandevadi. They have doubts. You understand? Doubtful community. So they say there is doubt in the existence of the Lord. After all these communities, people of these communities, they want to know the Supreme Lord through their material senses. So they are either speculators or atheists or doubtful persons, Sandevadi. From this, it has come out, this Nirbishesh Brahma, Jnana. This has come out from all these communities. Those are atheists. They think as if the Supreme Lord is a worker in their field. But Srimad Bhagavatam says, and Supreme Lord when comes as Gour Sundar, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he says that one cannot see Lord or understand Lord through his materially conditioned senses or through his mundane knowledge. You understand? Yes. So one must have to accept the bona fide acharya, to understand this tattva. Then question arises. Who is Acharya or Mahajana? Who is not? You understand? Who is Mahajana, Acharya, and who is not? First I'll speak in English. I am in Oriya. Then English. Who are Acharyas? Who are not Acharyas or Mahajanas? You understand? Mahajana jena gata sapantha. Shastra says. One must follow the footsteps of Mahajana. But who is not Acharya or Mahajana? Who are not Acharyas or Mahajanas? You understand? Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj says, today, in this age, the so-called mundane scholars, pandits, they pose themselves to be Mahajanas, Acharyas. They speak all nonsense, contradictory to the philosophy of Vaishnava-acharyas, and they say that this is Bhagavad Katha or Bhagavad Katha. And most of the people today accept them as Mahajanas. And what they say, they accept that as Bhagavad Katha or Bhagavad Katha. But Srimad Bhagavad says, in 6th canto, Srimad Bhagavad, 3rd chapter, 25th verse says, Prayena Veda Tadidam na Mahajano ayam Devya Vimohita Matir Bata Mayayaram Trajang Jarikruta Matir Madhupuspitayang Vaitanike Mahati Karmani Jujyamana. That means those who are deluded by Devi Maya, Vishnu Maya, those are captured by illusory energy. Those are against Lord Vishnu. They cannot be Mahajana. The conditioned souls has 4 defects. So, those conditioned souls, those of these 4 defects, cannot be said called Mahajanas. Therefore, we should not believe in such community, such sampradaya, those who are material conditioned. A dukandar, a shopkeeper who sells things, has many things in his shop. And he says everything is first class quality. You take it. Because he has to sell it. But we should not believe in these words. So all these communities, all the so-called Mahajanas, Acharyas, materially conditioned pandits, are like shopkeepers here. They are selling their own theory. So we should not believe in them. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj says, they just build up the simple-hearted people here. And they are just directing them to the wrong path, in the wrong path. So we should not believe in their words. There is no need of believing them. There is one community, and it is now very popular here. They are just saying that we are, what do you say, Samanyoga? We are just equalizing, or what you say, uniting everything. Samanyava, do you know?
I spoke to a man yesterday.
Yeah. You are just equalizing or uniting everything. All dharmas, sarva dharma samanyaya. You understand? This samanyaya body. They are just cheating the simple-hearted people. You understand? They are known as pasandis. They are just displaying pasandata. Pasandata, do you understand?
Offender.
Pasandi, pasandata.
Offender.
Offender. All right. In this world, those people who want to enjoy the material world, Bhogi Sampradaya, we say, that community, accept such people as Maharaja. But we should not believe in that. Because they are not all Maharajas. Who is the real Maharaja? It has been stated in Srimad Bhagavatam. And those Maharajas come under bona fide Bhagavat Parampara. Srimad Bhagavatam, the essence of all Vedas. And it is a great impartial scripture, Nirupikya Shastra. In any language, in any country, in any language, such a scripture has not yet been written. We are unqualified persons, unworthy persons. We have no qualification. We are so unfortunate. Therefore, we want to see Lord in a different way, without accepting Srimad Bhagavatam. But Bhagavad says, Nirasta kuhuko satyam param dhimahi. We cannot understand it. There is no. This Bani, this statement, is very broad sense. There is no narrowness in this statement. So Gaura Sundar, as Srimad Mahaprabhu came, he preached Srimad Bhagavatam. If we accept the teaching of Srimad Mahaprabhu, then we will be saved from this pretenders. You understand? From this so-called Maharajas. From this Samanyavadis. That's a Dvachor. Dvachor. A rogue. It's a rogue. With just bewildering the common people. You understand? It's Dvachor. It's a rogue. Srimad Mahaprabhu has saved us from hands, clutches of such Dvachoras, rogues, by praising Srimad Bhagavatam. You understand? We are conditioned soul. Only we can understand or we can conceive such a thing that has 3 dimensions. You understand? Length, breadth, and height. We cannot conceive a vastu or thing that has 4th dimension. You understand? philosophy, very deep philosophy, not easy thing. We cannot conceive of such a thing. That is fourth dimension. How can we conceive? You understand? So, Supreme Lord in that sphere where there is fourth dimension. So how can we conceive? For materially conditioned senses, we cannot conceive at all. Parabolic curve. You understand? Parabolic curve. Or we may say two parallel lines cannot meet, generally stated. But in that fourth dimension, they may meet, they meet. But we cannot understand it, we cannot conceive it. Because in our knowledge, our conditional state, we are conditional state, so our knowledge is defective. There are four defects. The conditioned soul. Our senses are defective. Therefore, we cannot understand all these things. So we cannot accept anybody as Maharaja or Acharya. Those who are under this condition, those who cannot understand the thing, fourth dimension, they cannot be Maharajas. You understand? Or Gurus. And we should not believe in that, in their statements. To accept a bona fide spiritual master was this conception of the thing of fourth dimension. Then you can understand through his mercy. Otherwise, not possible to understand all these thoughts spoken here. That is what.
Jai Srila Prabhupada Ji Maharaj.